It had to be God, so I give him the praise and the glory. It had to be God who heard every word that I prayed. I should have died in the fight at the end of my story.
Thank you for watching THP TV. Stay tuned for Good News with Josh Hughes. Hey guys, it's Josh with Good News with Josh Hughes. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Want to thank Big Bear Pizzas and Subs. If you need some food, give them a call. If you're in the Pigeon Forge location, give them a call at 865-908-0444. If you're in the Gatlinburg location, give them a call in the Gatlinburg location at 865-430-5656. They would deliver the food for you. Hey, it's even delicious. Can't beat the food at Big Bear Pizzas and Subs. I've got Miss Willow here again. Thank you so much for coming back on with me today. Hey, look, I'm so impressed with the sound of the gospel music that you sing. I want you to do me a favor. I asked you to do this before we came on, and you agreed to. I want you to sing the first and the last verse of Amazing Grace for us. Will you do that?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've known less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
Wow, Amazing Grace. We're so thankful for Amazing Grace. I'm thankful for what God has done for me in my life. And I lost my dad. It'll be going on 3 years in December. The COPD, really bad. But I tell you, I'm so thankful for Amazing Grace. So tell me a little bit about your family.
Okay.
Let you start off with that. How's that?
All right. Well, I have a son, and he's 8. His name's Karsten.
I love her son. To be honest with you.
He's a sweetie. We've
when he's asleep, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We'll just say he's a very energetic young man.
Yes, he's very
very energetic. A lot of energy. Yeah. But no, I can't picture my life without him. I can't. The Lord was really good to me. Our first, before we had Karsten, our first child, we'd lost. And I'd always asked the Lord, I always wanted a little boy. And
you didn't want a girl?
Well,
I mean, come on, hello.
I did, but the way I look at it is whatever the Lord wanted to give me, I'm happy with, and as long as they're healthy,
Exactly. What do you think? I mean, let's just talk about this. What do you think? Is boys easier to train or girls?
Well,
boys. Okay.
Honestly, so far from what I understand, boys.
My producer's back here saying no.
But I mean, growing up, I have a sister, so it was always just me and my sister. So, my parents had girls, and of course, they said we were definitely, we had our ups and downs.
You and your sister fought a lot.
We did growing up some, yes.
I've got two older brothers, and we fought constant when I was younger. They had to hold me down at one point, but I'm not even going into that situation. We're not talking about that. Pretend like I didn't say that on camera. But so now you grew up in church back when you was younger. So kind of give me an idea of what it was like growing up in church.
Well, I mean, we had a lot of church activities. I mean, we did hiking and stuff like that, and events after church, and we always had the church family involved. They had adventures, and it was just kind of like Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
But they do, they teach kids about Christ, and
did you go to Vacation Bible School a lot?
I did go to Vacation Bible School, yes.
I love
did.
Vacation
and
Bible
I
School.
loved it, yes, I did. In fact, one year I went, I think it was back in maybe my sophomore year of high school, I went to Vacation Bible School at with my aunt, and that's one of the most memorable times that I remember. We had really enjoyed it.
So, kind of tell me a little bit about your background history, going back from your childhood to now. What would you do different in your childhood? Would there be anything different?
Well, I mean, thinking about that.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's ask this question.
Okay.
You like Bill Gaither and the Gaithers.
Yes.
What's your favorite song on Bill Gaither's on the Gaithers?
Well, gosh, there's so many. I'm gonna say.
There's quite a few. I mean, you got Jason Crabb. Not Jason. I'm sorry, Adam Crabb. That's on there. I mean, you've got quite a few good singers that's on that bunch. Probably my favorite one that I would have to go with is Amazing Grace.
Yes.
I mean, Amazing Grace.
I like the old hymns.
I like the old
hymns
hymns
that they do. I mean, really, if I had to go with one, I would say the hymns are the best.
Yeah. And they do a great job. I don't know did you see them this past year at NQC? They was at NQC this past year.
Oh, wow. No,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And they're bringing them back this year to NQC. So if you're in the Pigeon Forge area and like the Gaithers, come and see them. They're coming in September, so come and see them at NQC in Pigeon Forge. So let's talk about a song. What song would you like to talk about on your CD? Let's talk about How Great Thou Art.
Okay.
Now I've heard you sing How Great Thou Art, and How Great Thou Art is probably one of the best performed songs that I've heard you sing when I saw you up in Clinton. Tell me what that means to you on How Great Thou Art.
Well, I mean, when I sing that, it just feels like I can always feel the presence. It's like a sweet presence of the Lord.
Yeah.
Just comes over you. And I think about, what God's done, what He's done on the cross for me. I think about everything that He's done for me. I mean, in my life personally, through trials and tribulations that I've faced. And I just think about how merciful that He is, even when we're not.
When we're not.
I think about how great. I mean, you can't get any greater than that.
No, you can't.
You can't have a greater God than that.
No. Now you're married.
I am.
So how long have you been married?
I'm married to Oliver Whittakin. We've been married. It'll be going on. This year will be 13 years.
You had to think about that for a second, didn't you? See? Now, if we ask him how long, he should know that right then and there, right?
But see, I'm getting older, I'm just saying. I'm pushing. I'm not going to say the age, but I'm pushing. It's getting close to the zone. I'm just saying.
But how did you all meet?
Actually, we met in church.
Y'all met in church?
We did. We were friends for 3 years, and we talked some. And it's so funny because I know he probably wants to tell a story. He's looking at me. But my dad had kind of got us together in a way because he says, well, my daughter's looking for a place to rent or whatever. At that time, he had a place available. And so I had rented the place from him, and we had talked, and we had our first cup of coffee and together, and
You like coffee?
I do like coffee. Yes, I do. We just really connected. Like we had that God connection.
Yeah.
That's the very first thing I noticed about him was just he just had a glow of the Lord around him, and we started talking and we hit it off.
Wow, 13 years being married. Did anything change when, I know from friendship to the marriage, nothing changes, and a lot of people say, oh, when you get married, everything changes. It don't change.
Well, I mean, I think it grows deeper.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, you start out as friends and they become your best friend,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's like you know each other, like the back of your hand, you know. You don't even have to, you can almost finish each other's sentences. They already know what you're thinking.
Ain't that scary?
But, you know, I mean, he already knows what I'm going to say or what I'm going to think. And I know exactly what he's going to say. So
We'll be back in just a second. We're going to take a commercial break and be back with Good News with Josh in just a second.
An unforgettable vacation begins with the perfect place to stay. Colonial Properties offers cabins with spectacular mountain and river views. The cabins are conveniently located near all of the best attractions. Shopping, dining, and family adventure are all within steps of the beautiful mountains, and the perfect backdrop for you and your family to have the vacation of a lifetime.
Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Oh, yes. Why must my heart feel lonely? See, it longs for heaven and home. Since Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. Whenever I am tempted, whenever clouds arise, when songs give way to sighing, when hope within me dies, I draw the closer to Him. His love, it sets me free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. And I sing because happy, and I sing because I'm free. Oh, I'm free. His eyes on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me, and I sing because I'm happy, and I sing because I'm free. His eyes on the sparrow, and I know He watches. Yes, I know my God watches. Yes, I know He watches over me.
Hey y'all, this is Sharon with Events in the Smokies. I know when I'm out tracking down these events, I get mighty hungry. I always hit Big Bear Pizza, best pizza in town. And they've got a location in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, so anywhere I go, I'm covered. Go to Big Bear Pizza when you're hungry.
Hey, it's Josh with Good News with Josh Hughes. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Listen, you just heard a phenomenal person singing one of her great songs. What a voice. What a voice. Tell me a little bit about how they can get in contact with you.
Well, you can reach me at my Facebook page. It's Willow Whittakin, or you can reach me at Grace Harbor. It's also on Facebook. Or my contact info is 865-360-9694.
Grace Harbor, or her cell phone number, or on her Facebook. You've got quite a few options to get a hold of her, so give her a call. She'll come with a love offering. She doesn't ask for any money up front. Love offering. Can't beat that, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been an episode of Good News with Josh Hughes. We'll see you down the road.
An unforgettable vacation begins with the perfect place to stay. Colonial Properties offers cabins with spectacular mountain and river views. The cabins are conveniently located near all of the best attractions. Shopping, dining, and family adventure are all within steps of the beautiful mountains, and the perfect backdrop for you and your family to have the vacation of a lifetime.
So I give Him the praise and the glory. It had to be God who heard every word that I prayed. I should have died in the fight at the end of my story, but it had to be God, 'cause I'm still standing today. Little David came to the fight with a sling and a stone. Oh, and a giant, all of his might. Thought that boy came alone. Now we bragging with one tiny rock. Goliath came down, but the That shepherd boy knew while that giant lay dead on